disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing out, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gesture. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. A reminder, fans, will hope that you will join us for our trading card day. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card pass. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by attorney and the East Fan Players. Attention all Heat fans. Please don't let go of the remaining season of the game. To get your weekend visit.com or stop by our ticket booth today. We want your time with the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here we can check out the story for Tyler Hero.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now Golden State's starting 5. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And for the Heat, MP out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the small forward. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
MP has been attached to the mission, right? He's been on the lookout for making the right play most possessions. That repetition bodes well for accomplishing his goals as a passer.
Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Higgins outside. And here's MP for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Pass to Curry. Launches a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 now.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
The 3 from MP. Sinks the three-pointer.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Curry kicks to Butler. Larson with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The 3 from MP. And the Heat, another 3.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
Wiggins against Green. Curry wide open. And another 3 for Golden State.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit. And that feeling is good.
Back to MP. Another miss by MP. Warriors leading by 4. And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Tim, that ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
Pass to Adebayo. MP outside. And Adebayo throws it down.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Curry with the 3, and the Warriors another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Wiggins passes to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. MP's got 9.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Heat. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Yeah, it's been impressive, and the question now is who can figure out a way to stop these guys? Each time out, they're finding ways to win in every imaginable way.
Curry's shot is good.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Wiggins outside. Back to MP. Another miss by MP.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And it's Green missing. The Heat trail by 5. Outside, Hero. It's up a 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Hero. 15 points in the game.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now, here's Green. 9-point game his last outing. Curry, that's good.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Here's Hall. Pass to Larson. Wiggins, a screen on Butler. Back to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. MP outside. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now Porzingis. And here is Curry. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Over in the corner, Hero. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, you love Adebayo chasing the basketball and running down that offensive board.
Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Over MP. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Kicks it out to Hero. A 3 from MP. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Butler. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Here's Larson. Back to MP. Now here's Wiggins. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
3 points.
And it's a 3-point Warrior lead. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Larson. Now Hero. The 3 from MP. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Warriors, Santos has checked in, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for DeAnthony Melton.
For your Heat Youth Dance.
Butler is screen on Hero. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 27 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Curry. Back to Podziemski. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hall, that's good.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pass to Butler. Here's Santos. Golden State moving it around.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Butler is screen on Hero. Curry outside. The rebound by Tyler Hero. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And so it's Golden State with it after the Heat pick up 2. Out to the right wing. And B looking around. And here's Hero. That's good on the assist by MP. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. Butler passes to Santos. Podziemski on the wing. Covered by MP. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Butler's got 5.
And one of the most competitive players this league has, Butler answering that triple.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Davion Mitchell comes in for Hero. Then for the Warriors, Porzingis, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Moody comes in for Butler. And Curry subbed in for Curry. The Heat leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ware. And here is Mitchell. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you guys.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Podziemski. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Ware. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here is Moody. 11 points last game. And Santos gets it to go.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Outside, Adebayo. Porzingis with the steal. MP has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points, and we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We got Khalil Ware. Jonas is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was a guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. But Podziemski's shot is good.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the way Adebayo gets off the floor, it almost looks effortless.
Podziemski, the bounce pass. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight to the inside. Heat moving the ball around. Stripped away. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Podziemski. Oh, that's blocked.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Jonas. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Now Ware. No good on the triple. Now Moody. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Lock at 6. And here's Porzingis for a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 5 now.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Pass to Jonas. Adebayo the screen. Again, the miss by the Heat. Warriors trail by 3. Now Podziemski. Porzingis against Adebayo. And the shot goes in. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size, he shoots it so well from the mid-range.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Jokic Jonas. Golden State also making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Moses Moody. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jaquez the pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Podziemski. Miami no good on that time either.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Podziemski on the wing. Right side Porzingis. Outside Butler. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And you see him flexing a little bit after that finish. Butler just shrugging off the defense.
Looking to end the run. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Hero.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside, Porzingis. To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. It's Adebayo, top of the key. Here's Ware. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Podziemski on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Santos, no good. Over in the corner, Hero sinks the triple. Hero's got 11 points.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Pass to Butler. Shoots over Ware. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's a great mid-range scorer, and that's why Butler's teammates and coaches encourage him to look for that shot.
Mitchell finds Hero. Now Jaquez. No good from outside. Butler with the ball. His last outing with 20 points. It's stolen by Adebayo. Jaquez outside. Melton against Hero. Beyond the arc. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Hawkins. Right side, Adebayo. And it's Ware in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Melton against Hero. They need this one. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Curry passes to Moody. Melton, the bounce pass. Teardrop shot. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Pass to Horford. Now here's Butler. No good that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Heat on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Back to MP. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Pass to Moody. Melton kicks to Butler. Here's Curry for the 3. Wow, Curry automatic from deep.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. And here is MP. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Horford with the rebound.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
Wiggins outside. Back to MP. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Connects again from distance.
And folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record.
And MP is clearly among the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. Well, we've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
Jaquez is checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Green comes in for Moody. .137 left now here in the second. Outside Curry. Over MP. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Back to MP. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Warriors trail by 3. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages. But they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Over in the corner, Jaquez. Back to MP. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Warriors shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Melton, no good. The Heat leading by 4. Jaquez finds 0. Porzingis with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
And that is exactly why Curry is must-see TV.
Now, here's MP. And he's got 41. Puts up a deep 3. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
MP has been leading the charge for Miami. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for Golden State.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. Your toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have this back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Ernie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's Curry. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Curry. Nails the wide open jump shot. Curry's got 40 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Larson. Nothing on the board. Hero kicks to MP. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Taking a look at the Hornets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Heat, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Now, here's Melton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Oh, tough play by Butler.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Miami. They lead by 4. Wiggins kicks to MP. The 3 ball. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Now Melton. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Down low. Here's MP. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Outside Butler. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. 5 to shoot. Outside Green. And it's off from 3-point range. Miami leading by 6. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
MP, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one's good by Butler.
That's where Jimmy is at his best, attacking the rim.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, This is not going to be around forever, so enjoy every moment of it. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Melton. Following the basket by MP. Melton passes to Curry. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 42 in the game.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Wiggins finds MP. Now, Hero. He's guarded by Melton. The three from MP connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Curry outside, answering with a three of his own. Stephen Curry.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
And both free throws good for MP.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Butler. Nice move. Butler making it happen inside.
Well, it's Butler's night. They have gone to him repeatedly, and you see why.
Now Adebayo. Headed by Porzingis. Right side, Adebayo. In the corner, it's MP. Good, he hits again.
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal, night in and night out. Butler passes to Melton. Here's Curry with the three, and the Warriors another three.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Back to MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside, Green. Pass to Porzingis. Curry against MP. Pulls up on the wing. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Wiggins dishes to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Outside, Hero. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Podziemski, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Miami, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for the Heat, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Warriors trail by 11. To the right side. Porzingis kicks to Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got 53.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Back to MP. Ware passes to MP. Hero from long range. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Hall's got 4 assists in the game. Podziemski with it. MP's there. Bucket is good.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Jaquez. Still yet to score. Hero the bounce pass. And again, Miami with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Curry. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Ware. Hero on the wing. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's Curry outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP kicks to Ware. Pass to Jaquez. The 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 18. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in, and it's Moses Moody in for Butler. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Jonas. Miami no good on that time either. Warriors trail by 11. Now Podziemski. He's got 8. Porzingis kicks to Curry. And the 3 off target. And Miami shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
1:22 left here in the third quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gardner passes to Mitchell. Here's Yaka Jonas. He's got 6. Here's Gardner. It's good. And the Heat lead by 16.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Mitchell. Porzingis looking it over. Clock at 4. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Heat. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Yaka Jonas. Here's the 3. And Moody pulls it down. Curry on the wing. Over Mitchell. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Miami in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Mitchell. Khalil Ware is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Yaka Jonas. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Butler. It's blocked.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
Melton passes to Bassey. Lays it up off the glass. Bassey's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Pass to Adebayo. And it's blocked. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Podziemski. Here's Butler, covered by Mitchell. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 20 points.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Adebayo with a screen for Jaquez. Warriors with the rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Bassey. And here's Melton. Rebound by the Heat. Jaquez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell outside. Here's Ware. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 14. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Butler. Takes over Ware. Butler, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one is hammered home.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Butler goes in. Up top, Podziemski. Bassey finds Butler. Oh, Butler draining the three.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Mitchell with it. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, that's nice work right there. He sets the screen, and then Adebayo just finds that open space to be effective with the ball.
Melton. Oh, good with the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Now Hero. A floater. He lays it in. Hero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, this guy is a natural bucket getter. It is so difficult to slow him down. Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Gardner passes to Jaquez. Here's Hero. Mitchell in the corner. Pocket 6. Hands it from downtown.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. There's the three. The Heat rebound, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Hall's checked in for the Heat. Then for the Warriors, Porzingis comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Jaquez the pass to MP. Here's Gardner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hall's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Melton. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 58.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Now Jaquez. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero kicks to MP. And again for three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single game triples just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Santos, the pass to Green. Inside. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, Bully. Connects again from distance.
And he's scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Here's Santos. Back to Curry. Goes up at the stripe. Jaquez with the rebound. Jaquez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over to the wing. Pass to MP. Just 5 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. Curry outside, and another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Jaquez outside. Pass to Hero. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's Miami with the 3.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Milton passes to Porzingis. Pulls up, high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. 67 points for Stephen Curry.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
On the wing, Jaquez. MP outside. And the Heat, another 3.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Warriors trail by 19. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
All right, Heat fans, get out and show some love for your Heat squad.
Both teams making substitutions here. Butler deciding where to go with it. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Good, another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Now MP, 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Hero.
Well, after giving up that three on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
Outside Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Miami leading by 19. MP kicks to Hero. Wiggins passes to Larson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. There's Hero with the three. And again, it's Miami with the three.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, three after three, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team.
And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Shots good from Butler.
And Butler makes just enough from out there that you have to respect him.
Hero on the wing. Back to MP. Wiggins outside. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Pass to Larson. MP right side. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
30-plus points usually means you had a good night. Wins do, too. This is your job, MP, and it's hard work, but does it feel like hard work on nights like tonight?
Man, it is hard work. You got the best players on earth testing you on both sides of the court. And 20,000 fans ready to let you know when you fail. Doesn't mean it's not fun. I love putting in the hard work, Dominic. You should know that. How long you been following me?
Since the beginning.
You got a front row seat to the greatest show on earth.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Thanks for talking with us, MP.
Hey, just keep watching.
Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And so long, everyone.
Hey, my guy MP out here breaking the game, man. Look at all those threes you shot tonight. Hey, you know I'm gonna have to beat that record now. Man, congrats though, man. Enjoy this moment.